Okay, you've hit the live.
I have hit the live.
Okay,
We
let's
should
wait.
be live, I hope.
Nothing yet. Okay,
Ooh,
I
that's
believe
great.
we are live right now.
Fantastic. Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another Bling Party. We are so excited to be back. We realize we've had quite a bit of a break, but it has been nice through the holidays, just getting some R&R. And I am so glad to see all of our friends back in the chat again. We have missed you so much, Nate. I've missed doing this with you. I'm so glad you're joining us tonight.
I have missed it as well, obviously, because it's my favorite time. But it has been nice having a bit of a break over the Christmas period. It has been nice. And I was lucky enough to host Brad and Margot for Christmas Day, which I absolutely loved. It was such a great time. Yeah, it was such incredible fun. But it is lovely to be back with everyone.
I'm so glad you had a good time with Brad and Margot. It's amazing when people can actually make it to New Zealand. And I always tell Nate, when I talk to people, you come up all the time because it's novel to know someone in New Zealand. And then when you tell people, especially when cultural differences come up, I love talking to people about, different things that we have that Nate finds strange, like the pre-hard boiled eggs or the fact that we as a culture return a lot of things and you guys don't as much, different things like that. I love having conversations with people about that because I think it's fascinating. But it's so fun, and I'm glad we're back. I'm excited to bring some incredible brooches tonight from Mount Dora. My shopping experience at the extravaganza was so much fun, and I have some really good pieces. Nate has a Juliana tonight. We really have been bringing and saving some of the creme de la creme for you guys to bring back a really great sale. And we've got some fun in the alleyway. So before we get to some hellos, I do want to honor Poodle tonight in the alleyway. And Angela says that she's got candid screenshots by yours truly. So Angela, thank you for bringing the alleyway fun. And yes, anyone in the path of any of these winter storms, I do hope you're staying safe. My dad's up in South Carolina, and he said that the gas stations are crazy right now and everyone's scrambling around. So if you are dealing with some weather, I hope you can snuggle in with us tonight. Stay warm, cozy, and enjoy some fun. Take your mind off of all the storms. Let's start off.
I've been seeing a lot of coverage of that, and strangely enough, a lot of coverage about the exploding tree phenomena when the sap in trees freezes really quickly. It makes them basically disleave their own bark, and it's like an explosion. And I seem to be getting all of I don't know, I must have watched the clip twice and the algorithm must now think that I'm really, really interested in exploding trees. But I learned about that. But we're having really bad weather here. We're having really bad storms. We've had landslides. The death toll is at 3 at the moment with 6 people missing. It's a bit of a national tragedy over here at the moment, the weather. So it's been a little bit of a strange time when we should really be in a high summer. We have had these dreadful storms.
I'm so sorry, Nate. Yeah, that's rough to go through. Growing up in Florida, we are accustomed to hurricanes and we know kind of what to do, but seeing all these other storms is something that I'm not used to. I wouldn't know how to really prepare for, but it's crazy, the weather, and the exploding tree phenomenon is just wild. I did not know that existed. But I need to see videos of this because that's just crazy. We do have in South Florida, which you guys have probably heard about, the temperatures get cold and the iguanas will freeze
Drop out
and
of the
then
trees.
drop out of the trees. And I have a friend that lives in South Florida and he'll be biking to work and an iguana will just come down and like bop him on the head. He's like, what the heck? So I think that's really funny, but a lot of people see those and they're like, that's so strange.
I had heard that, I don't know, years ago I'd heard that, and I thought it was like an urban myth. That
It
was
sounds
something
like it, right?
because there's an Australian urban myth that they talk about to tourists all the time. They talk about the drop bears. Be careful of the drop bears. It's a nationwide joke that Australians will warn people of drop bears and how savage they are. Drop bears don't exist, but Australians know that every person that comes in thinks that everything's going to bite them or poison them or kill them. And the Australian sense of humor is to invent a creature that will do just that.
That's so funny. Yeah, I am not terrified of a lot of things, but spiders are the thing that terrifies me probably the most. And so I've been getting my porch ready for upcoming spring weather because right now it's been in the 50s, 60s. It's for me, it's perfect porch weather. We're in Florida, it gets hot. I don't want to be in the heat. I love the cool. So I've been trying to get the porch ready so I can kind of enjoy the spring. And man, the amount of spider carcasses that I had cleaned today is just disgusting. And I never want to see that again. So hopefully we can keep the spiders to a minimum. I know they're good and they eat bugs and all that, but no, I'm good. Let's say some hellos, shall we? We've got Raven in the chat. Welcome in, Raven. It has been a long time and we all need to be together.
Lovely to see you, Raven. Welcome. And Carly's here as well. Welcome, and Carly. Always lovely to see you. And Gaza is tuning in from work and listening on the drive home. Okay, buddy. Lovely to see you. Drive safely, man.
Awesome, Gavin. Get home safely. Rosemary is here. Welcome in. So glad you're here. And Rachel, I'm getting ready to see in February at the extravaganza. So welcome in, Rachel.
That's exciting. And that's George's first time back, isn't it?
Yes, it will be George's first time back at the extravaganza. So I'm so excited for that.
That's fantastic. Rosemary, hello. Welcome in. Rachel, hello. Lovely to see you. She's currently in Tennessee with some snow, but the freezing is headed our way. Oh, dear. I hope you stay warm.
I hope so, too. Virginia is here. Welcome in. Glad you're here.
Virginia. And Gavin has had 6 inches or more of snow.
Wow. Gavin, holy cow, that's a lot. You're good.
Hello, Eddie. Hello, Virginia. Love you to see. I think Virginia is tucked up, feeling poorly as well. I think she's got a flu or something. So I hope you get well soon, Virginia.
I hope you have. There's been so much of that going around lately. It is just bananas how many people I've known that are sick. Lisa is here. Welcome in, Lisa. Glad to have you tuning in from New York.
New York, Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. And your friend Natalie is here. Hi, Natalie.
Welcome in, Natalie. Glad you're here. It was Natalie's birthday last week, so everybody wished Natalie a belated happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Natalie.
And let's see, who else is in the chat do we have this evening? Joe S. is here. Welcome in, Joe.
Hey, Joe, buddy. Nice to see you. And Perry is here. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, Perry Hughes.
Hi, Perry. Hannah, welcome in, Hannah. Glad you're with us tonight.
Hiya, Han. Welcome in.
Oh, Lisa, I'm so glad that you enjoyed the giveaway from Poodle. So over Christmas, I did a little Positively Poodle prize to honor our dear sweet Poodle. And I am so glad that you enjoy it and love it. Mom will be so pleased. Thank you very much. And speaking of Mom's pottery tonight, we do have a fabulous piece of pottery that Mom's worked very hard on. I think this piece probably took 2 or 3 months to complete. Wow. So it is finally here and it's exciting. I can't wait to share it with you.
Yeah, I think the layman doesn't really appreciate the amount of firings that a lot of pieces need to go in and out of the kiln over and over and over again. And each time there being a really good chance that it's going to break or stick or something else is going to break or explode in there. So it's a miracle, I think, that things come out of the kiln as they do. And your mother's pieces are incredible.
Well, I'm so glad. you all like them. And Nate is right. There is so many variables that can happen with these pieces. So it's kind of amazing to get one that's come out and it's all beautiful, because so many things can just go awry. So I'm glad. I can't wait to bring it. Let's see who else is here. The grocery store shelves are empty. Oh my gosh, Raven. Boy, do I know about that. I remember one hurricane going into the grocery store and getting literally the last loaf of bread. And I was like, wow. And then peanut butter, going in looking for that and finding whatever brand. I was like, I think all that was left was the expensive organic stuff. And I was like, at this point, I don't care. I just eat peanut butter. So, you get what you can. Let's see. KP Gunther is here.
Hi, KP. Hi, everyone. Great to see everyone here and be back myself. I don't recognize the name because of the stupid thing that YouTube has done.
I don't either. But welcome in. We're so glad to have you and be back.
It looks like the Opal Lover or something. I'm sorry, I can't work out who you are. Do tell us. And there's your mum now.
Welcome in, Mom. So glad that you're here, and you can join us tonight. Kim is here as well. Welcome in, Kim.
Hiya, Kim. Lovely to see you.
Oh, lots of snow and freezing rain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's so true, Virginia. Raven, I'm sorry. But let's see. Who else is here? Lindsay.
Hi, Lisa Day. Lovely to see you. Grady, Gavin, you're right. My feed is constantly overwhelmed with AI stuff, and I'm actually becoming better and better at recognizing AI and the things to look out for. And I've been teaching my mother Bronwyn about it as well, because she'll come to me and say, look at this video, and I'll have to say, oh, look, that's actually not real. That bit's real, but that bit's definitely AI. Are you getting a lot of AI?
I am, tons. And I actually got duped the other day. This is funny. So I was watching this video, and Nate and I send each other all the time singers. We love finding indie artists, people with beautiful voices, and music's a huge part of my life. So I was listening to this father and son duo, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're amazing. And I immediately sent it to Nate. Now, I wasn't really watching the video, more so as I was listening to the audio, but I put it in our little group chat, and Nate and Angela both were like, did you notice that the one guy had like only 3 fingers? No, I didn't. I just noticed the voice. So it was in fact an AI video. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of sad. But the account had like tons of followers.
Yeah, that was quite a good one. And it actually took me until quite a bit in to work out that it was AI. And I find that I see muscular structures like under the skin that seem to be moving, like their muscles are being tensed and released when the person's not actually doing the corresponding sort of physical activity.
Right.
That's what gives it away to me all the time.
Yeah, it's very difficult these days to tell. Photographs, I've even sent Nate gemstones or jewelry videos or brooches, and he's like, yeah, that's not real. And I was completely duped by it. I thought it was beautiful. It's not that it can't still be beautiful, but it's a weird phenomenon in which we're living in, where it's hard to actually distinguish what's legit or not. So I don't know. I also saw, this was kind of interesting. I was up at Dad's over Christmas, and I was like, oh, someone posted a whole thing about news and newspaper and how it stood for north, east, south, west. Yeah, news, northeast, southwest. And then basically, and I Googled it because I'm like, this is fascinating. And then I found out that's a common myth. It's not actually
not actually real. Yeah,
it's not real. But if you were just reading that, it makes so much logical sense that you're like, oh, okay, cool. A little factoid. No.
Yeah.
But anyway, Lindsay, welcome in. I think that is my neighbor across the hall. They're all watching.
That's Lisa Day.
Oh, Lisa Day. I'm sorry, Lisa. Oh
Yeah,
my
you're looking
gosh.
at it on a really small screen. I know.
The font, I'm telling you guys, it is minuscule. It's like the size of the date on a penny. It is really, really hard to see. So I am sorry about that. Let's see who else is in the chat. Robin Cormier is here. Welcome in.
Hi, Robin Cormier. Karen as well. Welcome in, Karen.
Amy Wilcox, -12. Oh my gosh, that's frigid.
Hi, Amy. Lovely to see you. There's Cha Cha, the Junking Data Girl. Hi, Cha Cha. Lovely to see you. It's been a long time.
Yes, it has been. Welcome in, Cha Cha. Rachel says
Virginia,
that she was. That's true.
See, I don't have a problem with spiders. I just don't have a problem with them. A cockroach, which is completely harmless, may get me standing up on a stool screaming like a girl because they terrify me, cockroaches. But spiders, not so much.
See, here's the thing, though, about the carcasses, Rachel, is I know that they've existed. That's the problem. I know they're somewhere, and I don't know where they went, and I can't be sure that they're dead. So it's like disgusting to me. But yeah, I'm very
Oh, it's a stomach flu. Virginia's got a stomach flu. I'm sorry about that.
Virginia.
There's Sharon Sue. Sharon, how lovely to see you.
Hi, Sharon. I don't know, Mom, how you became Dr. Pepper Fresca, but at least that's a fun name. So it's not terrible. But I have no idea. If you've ever been on Reddit or you have Reddit, I love going on Reddit I'm in a bunch of niche Reddit forums for gramophones. Like, who knew there's a whole gramophone forum where you can read up on antique gramophones? But I'm in a bunch of antique groups on Reddit, which is cool. And, they just pick the most random name for you. You don't get to choose what your handle is. Of course, it keeps everything anonymous, which is nice, but I just think that's so funny. I don't know what mine is, but it's something random like bottle cap 68 or something. I'm like, who chose that? Some are
Mine's
like,
random.
What's yours?
Random as well. I can't remember what my Reddit thing is, but I did see this woman filming the back of I think it's like a pressure washing van that had all the business of the detail on it, like the contact details. And she was saying, guys, if you're going to have open a business, don't use the email that you had when you were a 14-year-old kid. And the email on the back of this very professional looking building was Squish Turd 64 or something like that. And it was like, no, just get another email address for your business. It was like in big letters. It was the funniest thing I'd seen in ages.
That's hilarious. I love that. My new obsession is going around and reading license plates. People that have the creative vanity plates, which some of them just don't make sense at all to me. But we were driving the other day, and one was like something hippie, like trying to spell out the word hippie. And I love creative license plates. It's one of those things that kind of reminds me of interesting emails. Let's see. Nettie is here. Joanne is here. Precious Lavender Buttons.
Hi, Joanne.
Let's see who else I'm missing, if anybody. Christy is here. Welcome in, Christy. Glad to have you. I think we're almost all caught up.
Helen Moncher is here. I love my piece of pottery too. Thank you. Oh, that's fantastic.
I'm so glad, Helen. That I just thought was the most perfect way to honor Poodle. And I know you guys are probably going to be asking again. I don't have any more details at this time to share with you guys about our dear Poodle and what the family is wanting at this time. But I think that was the best way we could honor her, with our Positively Poodles and just keeping her memory alive in the chat. Perry, welcome in. Glad you're here. I might have already said hello to you.
Mary's here from WA. Hi, Mary. Lovely to see you as always.
Mary. And I'm gonna let's see. Is this Mary right here? Did I highlight the correct name?
No, that's Mary from Perth in Western Australia.
Welcome in. Rachel, I sure can tell you about this fabulous little brooch. This one is a Monet piece, and I love the texture on it. It has sort of that harlequin design in the middle, but you can wear it so many ways. And I think it's very 60s. So I love it. It kind of has a touch of brutalism.
I think it has a more than a touch of brutalism.
Yeah,
It's
it's
very
just so
smart.
cool. So I love this one. I've had this forever. I think that this might be one of the first brooches that I ever bought. And I got it at an antique mall. I'm pretty sure in St. Augustine, but I could be wrong. So I love this one. But it's a fun one. I don't often let brutalist pieces go when I find them, but I did share on Instagram. If you guys saw, I was lucky enough to get a pair of Dior cufflinks at the flea market in Mount Dora this past week for $2, and they were brutalist, and I am so excited about them. I think they're just a lot of fun.
Oh, they're very cool.
Yeah, they are. Welcome in, Vintage Alien. So glad you're here.
Hi, Vintage Alien. Lovely to see you.
Welcome in. Okay. Let's see. I'm collecting gramophone tins. May still have the 78 needles in them. They are, Gavin. I have a whole collection of them. I'm going to send you a guy on Instagram. You may already follow him, Gramophone Needle Tins. I don't know if you follow, but he sells a lot of the Actus one he gets, and he travels all over for them. I think he's originally from England and then moved to Southern California, if I remember correctly. I can't remember his name at the moment, but I've had some lovely Instagram conversations with him. So he's really nice. And then, of course, Peter, my 10 buddy, Huds Curios, sells them from time to time. So they're really a great thing. Let's see. I can
Ryder's
see.
Mom. Hi, Ryder's Mom. I'm not sure who that is. I'm sorry.
I can see people's emails to my patients. It's hilarious the number of middle-aged people with their dumb first email. I mean, a much more professional one. That's true.
Yeah,
that is very true.
Hi,
Welcome
Amy B. Welcome in, Amy B.
Welcome in. Okay, I think we're ready, Nate, for our first giveaway. We are doing mystery giveaways tonight. These are some of my favorites because I like to theme them to the people that win. So you'll be getting a little happy surprise in the mail if you do win. So Nate, could you explain to everyone in the chat, which I think most people are in on the game here, but how they can win?
Sure.
Hi, welcome in, Amy.
And Dilbert's here as well. Proud Americans here.
Dilbert.
Love to see you, buddy. Okay, the giveaways are open to everybody. You don't need to purchase anything to enter. You can enter as many times as you like, but one at a time. Patricia Wishon. Hi,
Patricia.
Patty K. Hi, sweetheart. It is letters of the alphabet. I have not sent the letter to Katie yet. Guess as many times as you like, but one guess at a time. Good luck.
Welcome. Good luck and welcome in, everybody. Okay, let's see. I'm going to anxiously await this wonderful little letter.
Okay, I will send you the letter right now. Okay.
Okay, I see it and I'm on the hunt. Okay, wow. I do not. Oh, I see the letter. Okay, let me just go back up and double check that this is the person that we see.
I haven't seen it yet. Would you like to send who you find to me?
Yes, and then you double check.
Okay.
Okay, I just sent that over to you, Nate.
Yep, that is who I see. It was a W for window, and it goes to Virginia. Hello. Congratulations, Virginia. And I see Linda Tilford came in as well. Hi, Linda.
Welcome in, Linda. Glad to have you here. And of
Oh,
course,
Greg as well. Hey, Greg, buddy.
Greg. So glad to have you, Greg. I'm thrilled. Um, okay, fantastic. And a big welcome and hello to all of our friends in the Lurkers Lounge tonight. If you're hanging out watching us while you've got us on the big screen or you're cooking dinner, we're glad that you're here and we want to welcome you. And Susan Romey's here as well. Welcome
Yep.
in, Susan.
Hi, Susan. Lovely to see you.
Oh, she says send it to Linda. Linda, which Linda? Linda Tilford? Let us know. Oh, I'm sure it's cold, Greg. You've just
Oh,
started getting snow. Well, a good time to settle in and look at some beautiful jewelry. Linda, let's see. Yes,
yes,
Linda
yes.
Tilford.
Send it to Linda Tilford. Do you have Linda Tilford's details?
Linda, I am not sure if I do have your details, so if you wouldn't mind sending them to my email, that would be fantastic. And let me actually Angela will put it on the screen, but somehow my stage name on here got turned off. That's what they call it. Or display name, I should say, should be on. Yeah, stage name. My stage name is my very long email. At some point, I would like to change my email. But see, here's my problem is I've had this email for so long and so many people know this email and it's on my business cards that I don't want to change, but it is the longest email on the face of the planet and it's confusing to people. And whenever I have to call in a call center, I literally have to spell it letter by letter by letter. And then I have to go S's and Sam because nobody understands Katie's with an S. Like it's very hard for people. So then I have to do the whole S thing. And then I have to tell them like number one, .com. I have a whole thing that I do. And so I'm ready to not have to do that anymore. But anyway, fantastic. Thank you, Linda. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in to our little sale rules. Now, I know all of you guys know how this goes. A lot of our friends that have been here before, but just for all of our new friends, or if there's anybody rewatching the sale that's unsure how these work, this is how the sale will go tonight. So if you claim an item from either Nate or me, please send the following information to my email. That's Katie@katiescreations1.com. I need a couple of pieces of information from you. That is your real name, your YouTube name, your shipping address with zip code, and your PayPal email. All of the items that you're seeing on screen tonight do ship from Florida. So if you purchase from Nate, both items will be automatically combined in a great combined rate. Now, I do ship anywhere in the world. Pirate Ship ships too. That's the shipping service that I use. They work with UPS and USPS. I am aware of the UPS issues in Canada, so I will always ship regular mail for our friends there to try to limit costs best that I can. But as far as other import fees, tariffs, different things going on in the world, I don't know every single country, so I can ship to you. Just note that there might be some delays or elevated shipping rates, which I don't control. Okay. Also, make sure that you're toggled out of Top Chat. I'm not sure why that option exists, but it does slow things down for us tonight in the sale. So go ahead and toggle on out of that and switch to live chat or all messages. You'll be in all messages if you are on a cellular device. Also, when bidding on an item, you'll see yourself first in the chat. So refreshing often will ensure that you are up to date with the feed. And just remember to keep doing that throughout the sale because we do have a lag. I try my best every week to combat the lag, but it's just kind of an internet thing. So there's not much we can do about it. Also, all bids are a true bid and you can, in fact, outbid yourself. But I think that just wraps up everything for the sale tonight. And that will be all. And we'll jump into our first fabulous brooch of the evening. Okay, let's see what we've got here tonight. Now, this brooch is just really unique, and it's one of Nate's pieces, and I love the stone in this. I am obsessed. I think this is the coolest thing. So I can't wait to show it to you. It starts, Angela, at $26, and it measures 1 3/4 inches in size. And I think this is just, I don't even know what cut you would call this, Nate, but I think this is so cool. It's probably one of the only ones I've ever seen like this.
Let's okay. That looks like a modified hexagon because it does have its table, but it's reflecting the hexagon. Sorry, the sort of the bottom facets up through the table. So I think that would be a modified hexagon, but it's a really unusual cut of stone for a costume piece.
It is. It's just something you don't see a lot. And I love the way that the light just reflects inside of it. I think it's so pretty. It's got all of its beautiful marquee cuts around the outside with the rounds. It's very organic shaped. It's kind of the perfect small little lapel brooch that just is really interesting. And it's this smoky gray color. So I think that the potential to match this with a lot of different outfits is very strong and has this beautiful brassy color on the back with its symphony of rivets.
Isn't it interesting that the maker has put stones that you see on the back?
Yes. Okay, that is fascinating too.
We
Look
have
at
had
that.
a couple of pieces where the back has been decorated in a way that's very mindful. And it's like that little secret that only the owner knows that they're there. Which is it's actually a very Asian sort of philosophy to decorate a part of something that isn't actually readily seen. But yeah, it just makes it that much more interesting.
It does. I actually, speaking in that philosophy, I just got some new glasses, and this is by a Japanese company, and they make all of their glasses handmade. You have to study like 10 years before you can even work on the glasses. And I discovered this brand, didn't know they existed. They're made out of solid titanium. I should have these things forever. Like they are the best quality. But I just wanted to show you with that same philosophy. Look at the little detail in the side. This is by a company called Matsuda. So you can see how much detail on these they put in to these glasses. And there's some that they make, even the detail on the nose bridge. My glasses are a little dirty right now, but you can see the extra work and care that goes into it. And I don't know who made this. It's not signed, but obviously they thought about the same thing, like the little
Yeah.
quiet details that would make you smile when you see it or really appreciate it up close. It's just
Yeah,
kind of
it's a
amazing.
lovely touch. I think it's a really lovely touch, and we've seen it on only a very few pieces. Maybe this
Yeah.
is a third piece. And I think the only time it's actually been a rhinestone. I think we've seen other sort of decorations on the back of pieces that were very intentional, but they weren't actually a claw set
Yeah, I
rhinestone.
think so. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Bobby. Welcome in. Glad
Hi,
you guys.
Lindsay. Hi, Bobby Muller.
Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown. I have this on a beautiful vintage linen postcard. I love the organic shape of this. There's so many people right now wearing brooches on the red carpet, and I'm here for it. All the award ceremonies are just showing them like crazy, but not all of them are big and enormous. Some of them are small, demure, little fun things, and this is a great little fun accent for your hat or your lapel or your tie, whatever you want to do with them. I think it's just great. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Lindsay has seen it in person. Lindsay is my neighbor. So
Oh,
this is
nice.
fantastic. Yeah, really beautiful little piece.
I don't think we have any bidders on that, so we'll bring that back at the end in a
Yeah,
wrap
no
up.
worries at all. We can absolutely do that. Okay, let's see what we have next here. What do I want to start with? Ooh, this is such a neat conundrum to have. Okay. I don't know. Let's just start out with a bang. Let's just go crazy. I'm in the mood for it. All right. This brooch, I think, is just absolutely gorgeous. It is perfect for Valentine's Day, which is coming, and it's nice to have all your things ready for your displays and your outfits. And even if you are not single, even if you are single like me and you are ready to have a fun, quiet evening in, or maybe take yourself out to a fancy restaurant, you can still wear a brooch and have some fun for Valentine's Day. This piece is 2¼ inches in size, and it is starting off at $35. And I absolutely love this piece because of the sparkle and the fact that it has red and pink stones. It is absolutely bursting with color.
Wow.
Isn't that just phenomenal?
Wow. The color saturation.
Oh, I know. The red is like insane, and the pink is so beautiful. It's sort of a bubblegum pink with little bits of fuchsia mixed in, and I
Yeah.
love the way they've done the pear-shaped stones on the outside mixed with those marquees and the rounds and the dimensionality, and that sparkle is just absolutely out of this world insane. I
Is there
think look
anything that glows on that? Have we tested?
Let me double check to see. I don't remember this brooch glowing, but I could be wrong. Oh, yes, this brooch is a little spicy. I'd forgotten about this, but let me show you. See, it glows partially, and I don't know what this is in stones. We've had a few brooches lately where the stone in full doesn't glow, but they glow like half and half. So we've
Yeah.
got some little half and half glowers here, which are fun. I mean, look at the red stones light up with that cadmium. That is just crazy good. I love this brooch. And this is definitely an oldie. It's probably from the 50s or 60s. It's got that beautiful puddling on the back, very solid construction. I mean, this thing is really hefty. And it's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. All glass stones. It's just one of those really quality pieces that you don't see every day. A lot of these brooches, I'm telling you, are becoming so difficult to find. I was just at the flea market, and a lot of booths had pieces like this for just incredible amounts of money.
Yeah.
So we like to bring the deals where we can. I like to make brooches accessible for everyone and bringing good quality pieces, but this is one of my favorites I found recently. I'm going to get it on our Valentine's Day postcard. It is gold tone, and we'll go ahead and start the countdown. Love this. The rose is thought of love divine, be thou my Valentine. All right, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Hello there, Michael Prisco. Welcome in, buddy.
Hi, Mike. Welcome in. All my neighbors are joining in. So glad to have you guys
Oh,
here.
is that one of your neighbors?
Yeah. Mike just made a fantastic stuffed mushroom, and Bobby made some lasagna for us tonight. And yeah, lots of great food was had. That's for sure. I ate well.
Helen's going to make some brownies.
Yum, yum. Rachel, it looks
Great
like that
buy.
is going to you. Great grab. That is
Nice.
stunning. That is beautiful. You're going to adore that when you get it in person. Perfect for Valentine's Day. All right. Let's see that over here. And oh, this one. I love this brooch. Okay. Nate has some really special name brand pieces tonight. And this next one is starting off at $36. And I have not seen any Nolan Miller pieces in quite a while when I've been out looking, and I always keep an eye out for them because they are such incredible quality. And I'll have Nate tell you about this one. It measures 3 inches in size, and it is signed Nolan Miller, which is just incredible.
We've both had Nolan Miller pieces, but there was a time when I was finding a Nolan Miller piece probably every couple of weeks or so, and now I just see next to none. The prices are all over the place, and Nolan Miller did a lot of roses. That was a really common motif for him. It seemed to almost be one of his most favorite motifs, were flowers, especially roses and lilies. Arum lilies. He designed, if you don't know, he designed for all of those classic TV shows that we loved in the 80s and 90s, the Dynasties and Dallas and Fantasy Island and The Love Boat and things like that.
Oh, yeah, Love Boat, classic.
So he was a really, really famous designer. And this, out of all of the Nolan Miller roses that I saw when I was researching this, there was only one or two others that I would say were as good as this. There were a lot of roses, but not every rose is as nice as some of the others. And this is a particularly nice one.
I think the dimension on this and the detail really make it stand out. You know, you can see each petal, all the rhinestones are there, really adding a little bit of extra sparkle. And the way that they've captured the nature in this is just amazing, because oftentimes you see brooches that are flowers and they're flower adjacent to me. I mean, you understand what they're going for, right? But they're not detailed, and this is just crazy detailed.
Yeah, you're right. Hi, Amanda. This is even more perfect.
Hi, Amanda.
It is even more perfect for Valentine's Day. I think that the Nolan Miller is it's a named piece that's almost a bit of an investment to me. It's something that I think really holds its value. It's great quality. Yeah, very, very good quality. Shell Bell. Hi, Shell Bell.
Welcome in. This is a great brooch too, not just for Valentine's Day, but wedding season really is coming soon. And there's so many times that you want to wear something that's floral, but you don't necessarily want the flowers to die. And preserving them, sure, people press them and do all kinds of things, but I think this is a great wedding brooch because it's something that's, like a boutonniere, but it doesn't ever go bad, and you can rewear this and have it, or for prom or different occasions. It would be beautiful on a men's tux. So there's lots of options.
That would look great for a dude. Actually, that would look really nice as like a dude's boutonniere for like a wedding boutonniere or something. I think that's a nice touch.
Oh, I think it's very nice. Okay, we're gonna get it on the stunning postcard. And we'll go ahead and start the countdown. And this is signed, which is just fabulous. Look at this on the side of the postcard. I mean, does that not frame it beautifully? This would be fantastic. Hey, Bug, welcome in.
Hi, Mediocre Arts and Crafts. Hi, Bug.
It is. It's so versatile, Lindsay. I agree. You can wear this with just about anything and it will be perfect. So I think everyone needs a flower brooch in their collection. It's true. They're not just women, but men are rocking the brooches. And look, I'm here for it. I am so here for brooches being for everybody. That's going to be my new campaign for sure. They're fun.
It's interesting that it only really needs a couple of sort of celebrity dudes on a single red carpet to wear a couple of brooches, and now every man on a red carpet everywhere is rocking brooches. It takes so little for the influence to push the popularity sort of over the edge into the mainstream. But isn't it right? I mean, we watched I don't know what it was. We watched a red carpet just the other day. What was that? What was that thing that we watched?
Oh, the Met Gala.
The Met, was it the Met? No, it was after the Met, because the
No,
Met
it
had
was
the
after
really
the Met.
bad. They had the
Yes, the
bad.
filming guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I think this was a fashion show
I can't
from
remember.
somewhere. Anyway, it was great.
Every dude had a brooch on it. It was incredible.
Oh, Golden Globes.
Golden
That's
Globes, that's what it was.
Golden
Yeah.
Globes, yes. And yeah, David, so my friend Natalie, who's in the chat, her son David has a sterling orchid brooch for the upcoming wedding of his brother, which I think is really cool. So all the guys will have fun little brooches, and what a great thing. Okay, I see you, Rachel. Let's go ahead and count this brooch down at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bid end. Your brother says it was a pin, not a brooch, but it was definitely a brooch.
But it was a brooch. Yeah. All throughout history, you're right, Patricia, men have worn brooches. So
that is so true. Hi, Patsy. Welcome in.
Hiya, Patsy.
And we definitely have some lag tonight. So take a moment, everyone, and just refresh.
Thank you so much. That goes to Patsy. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who's bidding on that. I'm sorry you're just a bit after the stop, Sharon Sue. You're going to love it, Patsy. It is such a beautiful piece. And as I say, it's one of the nicest roses that he produced.
It is incredible quality. Okay, let's see. What shall we do? Next, let's do. I always have such a conundrum. Let's do this one. I've got it in my hand. I think this is a fabulous brooch. I do not know who made it. And, you know, a lot of these brooches at one point may have had earrings that were signed, and the earrings are no longer with the brooch, or they just weren't marked, which is crazy, because if I made something really good, I would want to mark it. But this one is a no name, but it is just as gorgeous. And it is big, y'all. It measures 4 inches in size. 4 inches. Holy cats. This thing's enormous. And I love that. So this one is starting off at, well, hang on. I can tell you that if I can find it on my paper. Hang on one second. Starting off at $22. And this is just gorgeous for the upcoming spring. I know we're all sort of thinking winter still right now, but you got to get ready for spring. And I think this is just phenomenal. The orange stones in this are just glowing on their own. They are beautiful. And you have all of these enamel leaves through the center of the brooch. Very organic, very unique. And then this yellow-green color, which is just gorgeous. And guys, wait until you see the orange, because, and I may have to turn the light, but the orange, I'm telling you, it glows like you would not believe. Wow. Oh my, yeah, you can see that. This thing lights up like the 4th of July. It is just
goods. Lovely to see you here. That she's got -2 in Maine.
Oh my gosh, that's cold.
It is such a simple but really, really effective design element to change between having that peridot green as the surrounding petals and a bright orange in the middle to having the reverse of that is such an amazing effect. And they look,
I think it is too.
They look just like hessonite garnets and peridots. But what a successful design.
Stunning color. You've got the Y back with the rivet. So this is definitely 1960s era And it's just beautiful. I love the little bits of white enamel. All of that looks to be in good condition. They didn't do, I don't think all the leaves were fully enameled. I think that they
Randy,
kind of had, hi,
Randy's
Randy.
put, Randy's put $22 in, and then he's put going once.
I see you, Randy. I've got you.
Actually,
Let's
sorry, Hannah. Randy has bid $22, but he's actually written it out in words.
Yes, that's
rather
why it
than a
took me a
number.
minute to find.
Yeah, Hannah, if you do want to go have a bid, it would need to be 23.
Yeah. I think that this is just such a successful design for spring and is absolutely beautiful. And this
Oh.
makes such a great impact on your lapel. It would be gorgeous. Yes, on a brown jacket, jean jacket, hat. There's 8 million ways to wear
Yeah.
a brooch.
See, even
And
on your lapel, you could have it one way or the other. It could be climbing up or draping down. It's a really, really successful design.
yeah,
And
I mean, the options are gorgeous on this. And because it's got this Y back, this is another thing. I think you can totally, I don't have a collar on tonight, but you could totally wear this at the lapel, at the collar. I mean, if you wanted to, I think it would be great as like almost a little organic bow tie. If you wanted to go that way, I think it's just perfect. But this one I really liked. I think the saturation of the stones for me are what do it.
wouldn't that look really beautiful on a napkin or serviette on a plate setting or something for your spring
Totally.
dinner party? I really like the idea of using brooches as that sort of serviette ring, but I always go for serviette. You don't use serviette, napkin ring.
We use napkin rings here.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. I might cover this girl's face a little bit. Unfortunately, this may not quite be the postcard for this.
And the
not
enamel
loving
is in such good condition too.
That's so true. You often find enamel that is damaged.
Yeah.
And I think that this enamel is in really good shape. Wow, I just cannot find a good postcard. You know, this is an art. Postcard choosing is a whole thing here. I have a million postcards. Okay. Here, let's do this one. I think it's perfect. The colors work. You've got all this design happening. I think the florals match. It's just gorgeous. This is just, and 4 inches. My gosh, 4 inches is a lot of brooch and a lot of sparkle and a lot of fun. So let's go ahead and start the countdown on this. And I may just play around. Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, I like it. I sort of
I'm
like
gonna
it there.
Yeah, I like it. I'm going to hold it because it's big and it's kind of heavy, but it's great. Okay, here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. And these guys glow like crazy. Which is amazing.
Angela's sending me rude messages. And foot stomp. Randy says, 29 foot stomp.
That is just beautiful.
Yes,
Hannah, we don't napkins yet. I love it. Nice grab, Hannah. That is really a spectacular piece. You're going to enjoy that. And I have some other wonderful floral pieces coming up in the sale as well if you guys are interested in that. So stay tuned. Let's see here.
She says you don't need to repeat that. Oh, that's such a good buy, Hannah. That's such a pretty thing. All of Katie's pieces tonight I haven't seen. We didn't get time to.
That's true.
Got time to pick my ones out, but I didn't get time to join Katie to pick hers out. So everything she's bringing is a surprise for me too.
It is totally fresh, which is always exciting. Okay, Now, I have to admit, I'm a little jealous of Nate's next brooch because this is probably the most beautiful, incredible, spectacular, all the words, all the adjectives, Juliana brooch I have had the pleasure of holding in my hand. I've never seen another one. It is 3 inches in size, and it does start at $58. But of course, you will see why, because it is absolutely out of this world, unique. And I am going to show this one off so you guys can see. And Nate can tell you a little bit about Juliana and what makes these pieces so special.
Juliana, this particular one, I can tell you that it is, sorry, people. Yeah. No, I didn't put it there. I've actually got the number of the design from the Juliana site. So this is design number 1044. Juliana is incredibly good quality. I got this at a great price, so I can offer it at 58. This is another investment piece of jewelry. This would be well over $100 in an antique shop. This came in 2 varieties. It came in green and it came in this blue. The green is nice, and Katie might be able to show you the photo of that from the Juliana website, which shows the green piece. This would be an expensive brooch. Great quality. None of them were signed. They had paper labels on them, so you don't expect them to be signed. I did find this brooch having sold a couple of times for about, I think one was 88 and the other one was about 102. This is a lovely piece. So it's got this lovely stripe through the milk glass, which is so pleasant and goes so well with that beautiful aquamarine. Actually, it's almost a Swiss blue topaz colored rhinestone. And the effect of the pinwheel effect, I think, is actually really well punctuated by the single rhinestone on the outer edge. So each of that point of the marquee has that little, it's almost like the fold of a wave, which gives this so much movement. And it is a lovely wintry icy blue. I think this is a really beautiful piece.
It reminds me, Nate, of blue jeans for some reason. And when I saw this brooch and I unboxed it and was showing it to Nate, it reminded me of the Neil Diamond song, Forever in Blue Jeans. I don't know why. I think it's just the colorway and the stripes kind of remind me of a jean material, but you can totally see the wave as well, the ocean pattern in these. And each one of these milk glass cabochon cut stones have a different striation pattern to them. I mean, you can see that they're striped, but if you look closely, this one has some more swirls in it here.
Yeah.
And I just think that every one being so
unique. Absolutely unique. They're all absolutely unique. Rachel said, excuse me. Sorry, could you please hold it to your hat, please?
I sure can, Rachel. Yes, and I think a hat is a great place for this because it is a good size and would pin really nicely on the side. You could even probably pin it on the cap part as well. There's a lot of options for this, and I think that this being Juliana is special. And in fact, I saw several of these at the flea market we were at last weekend, and they were well over $150. And I didn't see, I only saw one with the striations here in green, but any piece that was Juliana was immediately, high dollar, high value. And that's the kind of pricing you're going to see. So this is really a absolutely enormous deal. I think you're getting a great deal on this beautiful piece.
I had a piece of Larimar. I love Larimar. It's such
I love Larimar.
Comes out of only one place. And I think the Larimar that I had was in the parcel that got lost that you sent to me, that disappeared. So I I don't own any Larimar. I did for a short time, but the post office has lost it for me.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Larimar is expensive and very hard to find. It's one of my mom's favorite stones, so
love
I
it.
always do look for it. Yes, Forever in Blue Jeans, one of my all-time favorite Neil Diamond songs.
It's
Okay,
only one place, and it's the Dominican Republic that you get Larimar, and it's such an incredible stone.
oh, it'd be great on a jean jacket, this brooch for sure. And I always say jean jackets because that's another one of those items of clothing that I think are just made for brooches. Like they are a match mate in heaven for sure. Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this. And I will do that now. Let's see. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Oh, bell bottom jeans. So true, Raven. Neil Diamond turned 85. That is crazy.
Wow.
That is amazing. I just saw that Neil Diamond movie. It's not actually about Neil Diamond himself, but it is called Song Sung Blue. It is an emotional roller coaster, so just giving everyone a heads up on that. But it is a phenomenal movie, and I do think that it should win some sort of Oscar.
So that goes to Rachel. Thank you, everyone who's bidding. I'm sorry you missed out on that, Robin. You just missed out. And I know that Dan was bidding as well, and Rosemary. Thank you for your bids. It's a great piece, and you will absolutely love it when it arrives, Rachel. It is just so beautiful. If you wanted to make a note, Rachel, it is the reference number for it is 1044.
Yes, definitely make a reference. That is a true collector's piece right there. The Juliana pieces, man. I don't see a lot of them. I think when they are found, collectors hoard them like crazy, and dealers get them and they're priced high. And it's just kind of the cycle that happens. So that's a true beauty right there. Okay, I am going to do my next piece, and this one is quite special as well. I got this in Mount Dora, and I have literally never seen another brooch like this, and I cannot tell you who made it because I've been doing so much research and I can't seem to find anything like it. Now, there were some Weiss pieces that came up that had similar stones, but definitely one of the better jewelry manufacturers made this piece, because when you see it, you'll understand what I mean. It is just fabulous. And unfortunately, I cannot get these earrings to fit on Bob, so we'll have to just forget Bob at the moment. But this set here, and it is a set, you're getting this whole wonderful little grouping of jewelry here, is starting off at, again, one moment, please. Starting off at $38. And what you'll be getting is this incredible waterfall green brooch with this multicolored square stone in the middle, rectangular stone, rainbow effect. These fantastic cabochon green stones. And you will be getting the most gorgeous matching earrings that go with it. So there's a set here. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, the color in this is just insane. They are
glow. This must glow like a beacon.
Well, let's find out if this glows. Actually, it has just a hint of glow.
Oh,
but no, you would think that it would glow more than it does.
My birthday is the 18th of June. Roger, Heather.
Down, Heather. Thank you so much. You would think, Lindsay, that this would glow, but unfortunately, this has just very little glow. I am going to turn out the light because I want you to be able to see the rainbow effect of this stone in the middle. The clarity, the cut. Oh my gosh. It is like a prism of fantastic light. You get your greens, your reds, your yellows, oranges, fuchsia pinks. I mean, everything you could want in the world is in that stone up at the top right here. I hope it's showing as well as it is on my end. And then these iridescent, they're sort of iridescent. They have sort of a frosting to them. Is just it is so bright, Carly. It really doesn't need to glow, but you see the little frosting effect on these. I love them where they're sort of cat's eye, like, when you move them, they've got just that little bit of extra shimmer. It's just fabulous. And then you're going to get two sets, the two earrings, clip earrings that come with it, and they're in both fantastic condition. And earrings, I know we talk about these a lot because most people don't really know what to do with clip earrings now. I can tell you that these, I've had them on my ears and they're pretty comfortable. They don't pinch like a lot of clip earrings, but that's what they would look like on. I think you could do so much, honestly, with these if you wanted to, because you can clip them. Oh, yes, absolutely, Carly. There's the clip, and you can slip a pad over this if you guys would like to wear them. But I think that they'd be great. Let me see, that side has the brooch. You can clip these onto all kinds of little things and make them little accessories. So if you clip them the right way, you can have a lot of fun with them. They also make
Could you
great.
show the back of that? So that Carly can see the actual clip mechanism on the back?
Yeah, sure can. I'll show that again for you. And this is great as well because I love using these for paper clips. So if you have a little bunch of ephemera, something like that, you want to hang your ephemera or use it as paper clips, you totally can hang little things from them. You can do them upside. Well, these are a little bit harder to do as a regular clip. You can use them as little paper clips to hold things together. These are kind of a unique shape, so they may not work as well as regular clips, but these are fun. And then you're going to get this excellent brooch with it, and it has the square rivet in the back. So when you see rivets, you often see the round ones. The square ones just indicate that they're a little bit sturdier, a little bit better. Really lovely back on this, and just fantastic little brooch. I mean, it's got so much movement and dimensionality, and that stone in the center, man, is just like a beacon. It is crazy amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this brooch up. I won't put it on a postcard. I'm just gonna hold it up so you guys can see. I'm gonna hold one earring.
Okay. The name, the opal lover, is actually Ruth Ann Willis. Ruth Ann, hi Ruth Ann.
Oh, hi Ruth Ann. Welcome in. Glad you're here.
So frustrating, this weird name change thing.
Yeah, it is.
Lovely to see you, Ruth Ann.
Okay, I'm gonna hold one clip earring up because I'm not an octopus and I don't have 8 tentacles. But no, I have the other earring here.
Oh, I think, have we gone down? I think we may have actually frozen. I think we have. Is it frozen for anyone else or is it just me? Yep, I think Katie's frozen. Sorry about that, everyone. I hope she will rejoin the stream in just a second. Someone said about that name that you. Oh, let me keep going back to that. A serious Mopar fanatic. I'm not even familiar with what a Mopar is. I'm gonna look it up. I found something that's car related. I'm not sure if that's the exact thing that we were looking at. It is a car thing. Carly says it is a car thing. A muscle car. Okay. Now, Katie's just ducked out, so she'll probably be back in just a second. Sorry about this, people. Okay, she actually sent me a photo of her screen that says something went wrong. So she may be having problems with her internet connection. So sorry about that. It's Mopar or no car. Okay, time. Ange says time to ask Nate anything, and you can surely ask. Is it Mopar or Chrysler? I'm not sure. I think it might well be. I'm not a car guy. I am just simply not a car guy, unfortunately. So yeah, my first car was a 1978 Dodge Challenger 383. And I know Patricia Wishon had some serious muscle cars. Uh, I'm with her now. She's fixing it. Okay, thanks, Lindsay. Um, Nate walks everywhere in my jandals. And Dodge Charger as well. My first car was a 1966 GTO. You know, I found a really attractive car, and I say I'm not a car guy. There was something about those 60s MGs that I thought was really, really sexy. Um, and there was another car that was actually made by VW called a Carmen Gear that was like a VW sports car. I'm not sure if anyone's ever even seen that. Tell me if you've ever heard of a Carmen Gear. So, no, I've not heard from Katie, but hopefully she will be back in. Oh, there is starting the computer. Thanks, Lindsay. My first car was a 1969 Dodge Dart. Oh, you've heard of it, Natalie. It's a really cool looking car. For some reason, there was a handful of them in New Zealand at the time, maybe more than a handful. But I always thought they were just such cool shapes. Your neighbor had a Carmen Gear. They were really cool looking cars. A Carmangia. I rode in a Carmangia. What was that? A 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. Oh, that sounds like a really cool. It's okay. Yeah, come back, Katie. I'm sorry. I get a little bit dull and vacant when I'm put on by myself. My mind tends to empty a little bit. You know, I never actually learned to drive, which was it might sound a little bit unusual, but for various reasons, I did not want my father to teach me to drive, and I actually moved out of home when I was 15, and I moved into the city. I could have got my license, but having a car in Auckland City was such a problem with parking and everything. So I never actually learned to drive, which is just I know is absolutely insane, but you know, it's just weird. Bron is doing really, really well. Yeah, Bron's great. We had a lovely Christmas. I had a 1972 Nova. I'm not even sure what. Although I did see recently that some guy had taken his sort of like 50s, 60s
Wait,
car out
let's
for a
see.
trip. Oh, we've got Katie back.
Hey.
Fantastic. And
Okay. I don't know. It's so weird.
somebody in
Thanks,
a
guys.
modern car actually rammed
Really
into the
cool.
back of this guy, and the modern car was absolutely totaled, and there was barely a scratch on the classic car. It was just incredible to see the
Really?
difference between what building cars was like.
That is crazy that I don't know what happened with this. But anyway, I'm
Yep,
so
I was
sorry, guys.
completely. We were doing car talk, and me doing car talk is like the absolute bottom of the barrel for conversation. So
No, I
thank you
think
so
our
much for
talk is
coming
great.
back,
Everybody, Helen.
Helen.
It's true, Natalie. They really don't. My neighbors, they got a BMW, and it doesn't even have heated seats in it, which is just crazy to me that a BMW doesn't have heated seats. But I don't know. I will be in Mount Dora, Rachel. I hope Angela's always welcome to come. I don't know if she's able to get off work, but it would be wonderful. Okay, before I freeze again, let's go ahead and finish out this brooch. Nate, you did a fabulous job chatting with everyone and making
I
conversation.
I did an absolutely dreadful job.
No, you did not. We all love cars, so this is fun. Anybody in the vintage world, I think, can appreciate cars. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the countdown. Mind you, you are getting the other earring. I just only have two hands, so I'm going to hold up one earring with this fabulous brooch. Oh, the colors in this are stunning. It's beautiful, beautiful green. We'll go ahead and start the countdown here. Right now, we're at 55 with Ruth Ann Willis. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Mount Dora is a sleepy little town in Florida. It's about 2 hours from me. In what direction, I can't tell you because I'm not misdirectional. But it is beautiful. All the downtown is like 3 blocks, and there's all these little shops and delightful restaurants. The food there is amazing. Yes, not far from Orlando. Thank you, Rachel. And they have the Rinagers Antique Fair. They do that every January and February. And it's kind of akin to any of the bigger antique fairs. Of course, not as big as Round Top, but they have, hundreds of vendors out in this field. You can go shop. So it's a lot of fun. Okay, Ruth Ann, congratulations. You are getting this beautiful set. I tell you, it is just marvelous. You're going to love it when you get it in person. Let's see. Ruth Ann is grabbing that. Wonderful. Okay. All righty.
We have next.
Let's see what we've got. Oh, yes, this one. I absolutely love this brooch because it is brutalist. I love all things brutalist. I am absolutely addicted to brutalism. This next piece is starting off at $42, and it measures 3 inches in size. It is signed. It is an Arthur Pepper brooch. And I think that this one might, Nate, be one of the most beautiful Arthur Pepper brooches that I've ever seen because the design is exquisite.
To me, this is the most beautiful Arthur Pepper brooch that was ever made. He was a fantastic designer, had a really, really short run. I think it was found in the late 40s, but it didn't go on until much after that, like the mid 50s or something like that. Wasn't that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right on that, Nate.
This is really unusual, this incredible building of these almost feathery, this feathery framework to hold this beautiful topazy colored emerald cut rhinestone. It is absolutely exceptional. This is literally the finest piece from Arthur Pepper, and it is marked in a really unusual place. Yep. It's actually marked on the back of the topmost piece of the construction, and it's right.
Can you see way down in there, right here? You can see the little copyright symbol, and then if you look, it does in fact say art, but it is in the most strange spot on a brooch I think I've ever seen. It's almost like they stamped it and then started doing the construction, and it
I
was
think
like,
that's exactly what they did. They've stamped one piece, and when they've put it together, they've found that their design name is actually quite hidden. You know, I looked at a lot of Arthur Pepper pieces. There are not a lot of them out there, and as I
yeah.
say, this is easily the most beautiful Arthur Pepper piece I've seen. Although I am very, very biased towards brutalism, as Katie is. Look at that. I mean, seriously, that just looks incredible. It looks like a medal in a way.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me too of, when you see snowy scenes, like snowy winter scenes, and you get the drops of snow that form in kind of this beautiful organic kind of cluster that hangs off of roofs, sort of like you see on gingerbread houses, but like
Oh, yeah.
picturesque. Kind of reminds me of that as well, or the drip castles that you would make in the sand as a kid at the beach. It just has this really beautiful texture and design, and the fact that it's square, that's really unique. We see a lot of round brooches, but not so many kind of picture frame like designs, and I think that this is just phenomenal.
It actually looks really interesting as a counterpoint to the piece that you're actually wearing, because it's
Oh
roughly
yes.
the same shape and size as the one that you're wearing. Look, that's really interesting.
Katie, would that look good with the yes, Natalie, it would look perfect with the dress that you
What
have
dress
for
color are you wearing?
Joshua's wedding. She's wearing this beautiful sort of orangey rust colored dress, and it has this space in the middle where I think you kind of thought about wearing a brooch or doing a little bit of a belt moment, and I think that this would be perfect for that, to be honest. The color is just
And
almost exactly it.
it is such a good dude brooch as well. I mean, I like any brooch on a dude, but there's something that's sort of a little bit masculine about this. I think maybe that's the
Yeah.
brutalism.
It's kind of a great way to dip your toes. If you have someone that's into jewelry and you're just not sure, especially guys, they're kind of like, ooh, I don't know if I am up to
Yeah,
wearing a brooch yet. This is a good like first starter piece because it doesn't look overly glitzy or glammy, but it has just enough of that glitz and glam that I think is really fun. So we'll go ahead.
I do love this. We have bought this to a sale before, and I was super reluctant, and I was kind of a little bit pleased it didn't sell. And I thought, I'll bring it once more. If it doesn't, I will be delighted to actually keep this. And I'm really happy that people are interested in this because I think it is simply a most beautiful piece of jewelry.
It is. It's stunning, and it looks more expensive than it is. You've got that sort of this also reminds me a lot of real gold pieces that my
Mm,
grandmother passed down to me, and bracelets and things that were really, really lovely, but things that would be unattainable for the average person. But you're wearing this um, out in public, and it has that, wow, I went to a jewelry store and this is real gold with a real gemstone in it. And it's not, but it has that quality look to it. And the way the light hits the facets on that stone is just remarkable. I mean, really great. Let's go ahead and start the
yeah.
countdown. Yes, she could do a belt with a low profile buckle and kind of put the brooch over it, would be great, like a little fabric moment could be fun because it's sort of Western country themed. So there's going to be a lot of texture and sunflowers and dried flowers, and they actually have wooden flowers, which I think is so cool for the bouquet. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
But and I
And
will be a
Arthur,
little bit sorry to see this go, I've got to admit, but I'm so glad that people are interested in it. Even the pieces that I really want to keep, I get really excited on it when people bid on it, that other people sort of share the same taste. And
Yeah, I
here's the
love
story.
when things go to a good home. It makes me feel a little bit better, because I know, oh, someone really loves this, and I feel
Yeah.
better about passing it on.
And that goes to Natalie. Fantastic. I'm sure it is going to look absolutely stunning on your dress. Oh, fantastic. Please do. I'd love to see a picture.
Yes, Natalie, I would love to see that as well. That's exciting. You're going to look beautiful in it. I think it's perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and what shall I do? What shall I do? Let's do this one. I think this is a fun thing. So this is an intaglio piece, and I've seen a few intaglio pieces, and I'll explain what that means if you're not familiar with it in just a moment. But I've never seen one that has this kind of iridescent design with AB stones, and I think it's so interesting. I don't know who made this, but given the AB stones, I would put this in the late 60s, probably. It is 1¼ inches in size, and this is starting off at $32. Now, I'll explain a little bit about intaglio, and Nate can probably fill in on this as well. You can see that the top of the glass here is smooth. You still have all the facets, but they've actually cut the cameo design into the back. So it's a reverse cut piece of glass, and that is called intaglio. And it has this beautiful iridescent shimmer to it with these AB rhinestones.
I'm almost positive that this is a Juliana piece.
Is it,
I'm
Nate?
absolutely almost
Incredible
positive.
quality.
I've seen this exact intaglio with the AB stones around it, but with two. That's got the bail with so it's convertible.
Yes, you can wear it as a necklace.
Absolutely. It's absolutely like I'm looking at it right at the moment. It was a suite with a brooch, a pendant. Now there's a pendant, but there was also the brooch had a pendant finding on it because I can see the photo right now. It's item reference number 48 on the Is It Juliana website.
Okay, so guys, this is Juliana.
Absolutely Juliana.
Wow, I knew it was special when I picked it up.
Yeah.
And I had to have it. And then I did some research, couldn't find it because, of course, Juliana pieces aren't marked. And Nate spends so much time on that website. Thank you, Nate. That is incredibly helpful.
I just knew I'd seen it before, and I've just opened the site up. I've done a little couple of parameters for the search, and it's literally the second listing that comes up, and it's the suite with the earrings, the pendant, and the brooch pendant. So that is absolutely a Juliana piece.
And look at the sparkle. I mean, this is full paparazzi effect right now. We are getting so much glam from this. It is amazing. And oh my gosh, look at that. I mean, that is just crazy cool. I love this. Let's get this on a postcard. I would put it on one of our vintage inspired handbags, but I think that it would look the best on a postcards because it is a little piece that might get kind of lost, but look how pretty that is. And the reverse cut with the paint, they've put, obviously they've reverse cut it and then put some foil on the inside there to make that design stand out. And it really is in great condition. You can see
that you don't know it's Juliana, but you can pretty much tell because of the quality. I mean, I know I've seen this particular piece, but this is just the sort of piece that I would look at and say, that is totally Juliana quality. And this is Juliana. Just incredible.
I pick stuff up, all the time, and there's just something about, as Nate was saying, the quality and the feel, and you start to learn the more you look at jewelry and vintage jewelry in particular, and you go,
Mhm.
that's just something. There's just a certain je ne sais quoi to it, and this is that piece. I was like, wow, there is something about this. I need it. I have to bring it home. I don't know. I'm drawn to it, and usually that's a good thing because it does turn out to someone. And absolutely, Angela, Nate can help with the bid end, or Nettie can, which would be great, Nettie, if you could do that for us. So I'm going to go ahead and start the countdown on this piece. I do love that it has the bail, so you can totally wear this as a necklace, which is wonderful. And then, of course, this is all glass. Which I wouldn't expect anything less from Juliana. It's not plastic. All those wonderful AB stones. The light, I'm just amazed right now by the light. I am having so much fun. I am a true magpie with jewelry. I'm very much attracted to the sparkle. All right, let's start the countdown on this. This is gold tone, by the way. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. And I'm just having too much fun letting that sparkle in the light. That is really big.
Honestly, I think both of us have picked up quite a bit of knowledge over the last few years, Rachel. But I am astounded by how much I do not know. Honestly, when we
There's a
find
lot still.
we find a beautiful brooch with a marking on it that we have never seen before, it is, yeah, that's very nice of you to say, but sometimes I feel like I get a new piece of information and I think, oh, I really know absolutely nothing about this topic whatsoever.
And I do believe that goes to dear Angela's Vintage. Congratulations, Angela. You are getting that gorgeous brooch, and it is
Nice.
really,
Okay.
really stunning. I'm glad it's going to you because that is something that, I mean, of course, Raven, thank you so much for your bid as well. But Angela does have a fabulous collection of these, so I'm excited.
And I don't think she has many cameos. I
Yeah,
just don't
I
think
don't
she has
think so.
many cameos at all. Yeah.
Oh, an early birthday present to yourself. That is great, Angela. Yes, Angela's
Wow.
birthday is coming up, so this is perfect. Thank you so much, Carly. I was just so thrilled to find these glasses. I have been really looking for quality because, of course, I wear my glasses every day. I'm dependent on them, where I know some people take them on and off. I have to have them to see. And Ray-Ban, which I've worn for a million years, is now bought out by Luxottica, which is just a cheap fashion company. So the quality of Ray-Bans have gone down so much. The side arms are all acetate and they stretch out. So I have them maybe a few months, they stretch out, I take them back in, and then over time the frames just get really loose and it's not a fun experience to wear. So I was thrilled when I found this shop that only carries unique and handmade quality brands because glasses are so important to my life. So I was really pleased with these. So I'm glad you all like them. They're wonderful. Okay, that is going to Angela. Thank you guys so much. And we will move on. Oh my gosh, this next one. I think everyone.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think everyone needs to make sure that they're holding on to their hats and that their socks are on, because I think what's going to happen is your hats are going to fly off and so are your socks.
I absolutely love a clear brooch. I can't lie about it. And there has been a number of clear brooches that I've held back because I wanted to keep them basically. So, we're being a bit greedy. This is one of those few best of the best. I actually have it written down in my notes as big clear bosom.
Yes, that's exactly what I have as well. When you see this one, you'll understand why. It is starting off at 46, but this is just, get ready, guys, because this is pure Hollywood glam. It is like, the stones are the clearest rhinestones I have ever seen on any brooch. I mean, the quality, this is like it came out of the factory
Yeah.
yesterday.
There is,
Whoever
it's showing
had this took
slight
care of it.
yellow, it's showing slight yellowness, especially on the square stones. They're not yellow. They are so
Yeah,
icy,
they're so
crystal
clear.
clear. This is just such a tour de force of design. I'm almost speechless to have this cone of these smaller clear rhinestones, and then to have this bold outline of these octagon. It's actually almost a cushion shaped, and then again to have a single rhinestone at the end of that. It is such a successful design. It is incredibly successful. Definitely Madonna.
So Madonna.
Look at that. I mean, how big was it again? Sorry, it's a 3 and a bit. Is that right?
Let me remeasure. Just, yeah, it's exactly 3 inches in size.
Okay.
So, but it's got some serious wow factor. I mean, this is reading diamonds, but it's not. They're just beautiful glass crafted in such a stunning way. But you would think that this came out of the most high-end jewelry store off of Fifth Avenue.
Yeah.
You know, if I saw someone walking down the street with this, I would think, oh my gosh, that's probably a $40,000 brooch, but it's
And
not.
again,
It's
this
just
would have been
really
quite an expensive brooch to buy, I think, originally. And if
Oh, yeah.
today, if you found it in a good store, this would easily be an over $100 brooch, quite easily.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
exceptional. It really is an exceptional quality.
I mean, look how this
Oh, I love
transforms
that.
this clutch purse. I mean, this is just a $14, nothing super special, although we do love Betty. Betty's been with us a while. Handbag from Amazon, and we pop this brooch on it, and it just looks like $1,000,000. So if you're going to a wedding, corporate party, you have friends, even heck, birthday party, why not get a little glammed up, have a little night out? Great for Valentine's Day sparkle. It's just one of those things I think that works all year round for a multitude of reasons. And you don't need a special occasion either to wear your rhinestone jewelry. My grandmother grew up in the 1950s era where this kind of brooch you would only wear for very, very formal occasions. And I love that now we're realizing that sparkle is for every day. We don't have to reserve our special things for just special occasions. So wear this to the grocery store. Go pump gas in this. Go run your errands.
It deserves exposure. It really does.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be locked away. It's incredible. Even if you were to go to a party and someone happened to have this clutch purse, their clutch purse wouldn't be the same as your clutch purse with this on it. It
No.
looks like this came out of an expensive shop on Rodeo Drive and cost an arm and a leg. It is so beautiful.
It is gorgeous. It is wedding worthy, and it's great. You're right, Bobby, on the purse. Yeah, no rules when it comes to sparkle. Exactly. That should be on the t-shirt. We need that. We won't demean our sweet Betty, Rachel. Betty has been part of the bling party since the very beginning, so we do love Betty. Where are the things you love? Yes, Rachel, there is a poem, and I won't read it because it's kind of a little more melancholy. But it's by Irma. Is it Irma Bombeck? Wait, she might have been the one that wrote The Joy of Cooking. I'm not sure if I've got the right person, so please excuse me, but there's a poem that basically talks about, I wish I had done all these things. I wish I had used the good napkins. I wish I had lit the candles and not worried about them burning. I wish I had, all these things. And I think about that a lot in terms of using and enjoying things in life, because that's so true. Okay.
I was in one of George's videos, and he said, Kids, grandkids, they don't want their grandparents' stuff. They have absolutely no memories of it because it's just held behind glass. And he said that he felt that if all of those beautiful bits of china were bought out, your grandparents brought them out and used them, even at the risk of chipping and damaging things, that the grandchildren have a greater appreciation and actually want things like that. And I really think that there's something to that.
There is something to that, Nate. That is such a great insight from George because it's true. You know, when you see things just behind glass, they're not accessible, they're not tactile, they're not things that you're encountering. And the things that from my grandparents that I truly remember most are the things that were interactive. You know, I have my grandparents' cuckoo clock, and I saw my grandfather winding that up. You know, every night he'd come out and lift the weights up, and I would sleep underneath it so I could hear, you know, the sound, which was maybe not physically tactile, but it was something that I was hearing, and that was sweet music in their house. To me, it was a comfort sound. The things that I used in the kitchen, actually making Scotch bread cookies with my grandmother, you know, I have the rolling pin that I used, that I learned to make the cookies with, and things that my other grandmother used, like the cookie plate that we had every Christmas, the Spode cookie plate, those types of things, the little things that my grandfather and I would use every time I'd go and work with him in the wood shop. Those kinds of things were tactile, and I enjoy them. But you're right, the things that I never knew existed, I have no memory of.
I think that cabinet with all that china in it, because it's never opened, it almost becomes two-dimensional to people. It's like sort of like just a picture on the wall. There's no depth to it if those doors never open, if you never get that stuff out. Yeah, I totally agree. You are special. Why save anything for special?
It's so true.
Great notion.
That's right. I know. I love Scotch bread. You know what? We should just make some no matter the time of year to have with coffee, because I am so full of that. Okay.
Oh, that's sad, Raven. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Raven.
Yeah, I've changed a lot of the things that I would have at one stage not used, and I'm much more keen on using them now. Yeah, it's too much disposable stuff.
Yeah, I all of the stuff that I use in my house is vintage, and I use my vintage. So I love it. Okay, we'll go ahead and start the countdown. Glad to know that's Erma Bombeck. Thank you for letting me know. That's a great poem. Take a moment and look it up after the show. And Rachel, right now we have you at 46, so we'll count it down at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Yes, if I had a life to live over, Erma Bombeck. Yeah, the disposable furniture, you know, I could go on for eons about that and take up the entire rest of our sale just talking about my hatred for pressboard furniture. But of course, coming from a vintage loving world with real oak and solid veneers and good materials, I really dislike those types of
that goes to Rachel. That is a great pickup, Rachel. Honestly, you will not regret that. You are going to absolutely love it when it arrives. I'm glad it's going to you. It is simply a beautiful piece.
Rachel, that is going to look stunning on your hat. I cannot wait to see that. Okay, let's see. Let's do my mom's pottery next. I think that's our next thing we're going to do. Now, I have some pictures to show you guys to kind of set this little guy up, and I need your help with some names for our little friend here, and I'll show you him in just a minute. Now, if you don't know and you're new here, my mom is a wonderful potter. She works incredibly hard at the pieces that she makes, and each piece takes several months to make. because they take so much time in not just the firing, but as Nate mentioned earlier, things happen in the kiln. Clay shrinks, you don't think about that, but when you throw it at a certain size, particularly lids, once it's in the kiln, it can shrink. There's a big shrinkage rate, and that definitely causes some struggles. But my mom has been working so hard on these new pieces. So my mom sent me this photo yesterday. That's my mom and her pottery studio, and she's doing all the detail work with the tiniest little brush there on some pieces that are coming for you guys soon. She works in porcelain and in earthen stoneware, and the piece that I have tonight is earthen stoneware, and it is this adorable little bunny friend. Now, I think we need to come up with a name for him because he is just precious. My mom and I enjoy finding vintage items to incorporate into the pottery. So this little guy is a vintage bunny that I found for her, and she has incorporated into this stunning piece of earthen stoneware. This is starting off at $45. She also uses marbles in the bottom to create this beautiful fused glass effect that you can see with this stunning white and blue that just melted so beautifully in the kiln. Now, all of this is hand thrown. These are paper transfers, and each one of the designs here that you're seeing is cut out and layered on top of each other. So it's very tedious, detailed work. And this is real 22 karat gold that is on the outside of here. Now, the company that makes this 22 karat gold is no longer in business. It's very hard to find. And so my mom has been buying these bottles from another company, and each bottle is literally this size, and it costs $76 a bottle. And you have to put it on with the tiniest little brush. Otherwise, it just turns this horrid color in the kiln. So if you don't get it exactly where you want it to go, it won't work out correctly. So you can see just how much time goes into each one of these pieces. My mom has signed the bottom of this one, and you will get a letter from her with this piece. And I love the earthen stoneware because you can see the speckles that come through naturally on this clay. And my mom sent me a really interesting piece of detail that I did not know about the earthen.
There's
Hi,
Maria Ramirez. Long time no see, Maria. I hope you're doing well.
I hope you are doing well. So I learned something here about these speckles, and let me just take a moment so that I can share this with you. The speckles here is called grock. So the speckles that come through are called grock. And the piece that mom is working on in the picture that I showed you is actually called greenware. So when this is first fired, it becomes greenware. And it's a very fragile stage, but which the clay could totally change shape or form at that point. Then it gets leather hard, and then you can trim off all the spots that need to be trimmed before it goes into the kiln. So mom says that she fires slow. It takes 24 hours to heat up and then cool off. And the kiln is fired at 1800 degrees. So it goes up and then it cools down. And then if it's real gold, like this is here, it has to go for a third firing. So this has had at least 3 firings. So that kind of explains it. But we need to name the bunny. So if you guys have it would be a great Easter gift. If you guys have a fun name for the little bunny friend, do let me know. And
people have suggested Blue Bunny. Wait a second, let me go back. Chester, Blue Boy, Herbert the Bunny.
Herbert, what a cute little name.
Blue Bunny.
He's smiling and sitting up, ready for you, ready to join a new home. I love this cobalt glaze. I think it's just gorgeous with the gold and the earthen stoneware, and then the creamy white glaze as well. We'll go ahead and start the countdown on this, guys. Thank you so much for supporting handmade and local art. I really do appreciate it so much. Oh, Buster, what a cute name. Hopper, I love it. Okay, here we go. 2019 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Now, this piece I did want to mention takes a really long time as well, because you would think the smaller pieces would be easier to throw. They are so much harder to throw than your average everyday piece, because the detail work is just immaculate in this. So the harder pieces are definitely more difficult. So there's a lot of love that went into that guy.
Hi, Karen. Lovely to see you,
Hi,
Karen.
Karen. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate it. And I do see that sold, and that is going to Natalie. Congratulations, Natalie. You picked that piece up. Come back next week. I will have another wonderful piece of mom's work if you are interested and you missed out on that one. Thank you so much, everybody.
Very nice. Now, I think it's time for our mid-sale giveaway. Amy, good night. I hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great week, and we see you next week. Lovely to see you, Amy B. So it's time for the mid-sale giveaway. You do not need to have purchased anything or intend to purchase anything to enter into the giveaways. They are open and free to everybody. It is letters of the alphabet. You can guess as many times as you like, but one guess at a time. Good luck.
Good luck, everyone, and I will await Nate's message for the giveaway letter.
Okay.
All right. Let's see what's here.
Okay, I've just sent that to you.
Okay, and I think I just saw it whiz by in the chat, but just a moment here. Let's see. Okay.
Okay, I found the first one that I think it is. Yep. I'll send it to you.
Send it to me and let me know. I do. I see that too. Nate, you
okay, the letter was F for Freddie, and it goes to Rosemary Jolly. Congratulations, Rosemary. Thanks to everyone for entering in.
Congratulations, Rosemary.
Jean is here. Hi, Jean. How lovely to see you.
Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. Night, Natalie. Have a good evening. I will see you Wednesday. I'm looking forward to it.
Night, Natalie.
Oh, all right. Yes. Okay. I'm on the right page. Okay. My next item is, or Nate's next item, I should say, is this stunning bracelet. And my gosh, it is gorgeous. This is starting off at $38. Let me measure this here for you. Now,
I'm not sure how many bracelets I've actually got left. I did at one stage have a stock of about 8 of them, but I'm really not sure how many I've got left. I've been trying to get more because I just love them, and I have been pretty much unsuccessful since. Good night, Lindsay. It's been lovely having you.
Good to have you here. Sleep well. Nate, I'm so sorry. I didn't tell you this. This is real life for you guys. This is a Weiss piece. So
okay. I knew that there was a Weiss amongst them, but yeah, I couldn't remember.
The light just, let me show you guys the bracelet, and I'll show you the mark, because the mark is so tiny that I didn't see it, and then the light just caught it just right, and it's right here. So this is actually a Weiss, which
great
is
quality, and then $38 is an exceptionally good value for a Weiss. Absolutely exceptionally good value, and I'll stick at that opening bid. These stones are a lovely shape. It's got the safety chain on it, which is such a sign of quality. It really is. And the domed nature of it makes it sit and feel like silk on the skin. It is absolutely beautiful. And again,
it is so gorgeous.
We're both trying to bring some really good pieces back for our comeback sale after we've had our hiatus. And I didn't obviously realize that this was a Weiss piece, but again, this is a great investment piece.
It is. Now, Weiss was founded by Albert Weiss in 1942, and he worked for Coro, which is a fantastic jewelry company that made a whole bunch of brooches you guys are probably familiar with. So he learned all the best jewelry techniques, came over, started his own company, made just incredible things using Austrian crystal, some of the very best stuff that you can buy.
I think Bobby Miller is turning in as well.
Night, Bobby. We'll see you later.
I think I saw someone say goodnight to Bobby, but I'm not sure if Bobby is going or not.
You could wear that on the red carpet, Bobby. It would be perfect for your red carpet adventures.
It's a really sophisticated look, the rhinestone bracelet. I think there's something so elegant and chic about it. But when you wear that with your white t-shirt and denim jacket, it looks easily as glamorous.
Yeah.
They're just, so, and beautifully constructed.
Now, it as we've shown before with our sales, the light in here, I have a specialty light, and it does make things appear a little bit more yellow. This is 7 1/4 inches in size. So it's a really good size bracelet. I find my mom used to do bracelet making, and she found that 7 was a really good common size for most people. So that's good. And I love this as well because it has this tongue and box clasp. Let me show that to you here. And then I want to point out how detailed it is because they've actually put the little rhinestones on the top here. So it goes right in. I mean, that's
such a nice touch. Again, great sign of quality. They didn't need to do that. And a lot of places probably wouldn't. They wouldn't have put that extra detail on. But Weiss didn't want there to be just that little bit of metal. They wanted everything to be rhinestone.
And there's the Weiss mark there. You can see all the puddling on the back is just absolutely phenomenal. Now, I am going to get this on Bernadette.
And I think there is an absolute and solid correlation between having the safety chain and it being a quality item. You just do not see safety chains on items that aren't quality. I certainly don't.
True. And you can see how that looks. I mean, it is just absolutely stunning. This bracelet is
glamorous.
Amazing.
It is
so glamorous, so beautiful. And I love the little diamond kind of stones here in the middle. They just stick out and add that little bit of extra flair.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this stunning piece at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. And these stones are so icy clear. Really
Good
is
night,
gorgeous.
Heather. Good night, Heather. Sleep well. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I look forward to seeing you next Saturday.
Yes. Good night, Heather. Sleep tight.
I'm really happy that there's been quite a few bids on this because I am so into this type of jewelry at the moment. I think there is something so intrinsically chic and glamorous about a rhinestone bracelet. Congratulations, Rosemary. And thanks for your bids, Bobby. I really appreciate it. You're going to love it, Rosemary. You are absolutely going to love it. It is, and Weiss as well. Such good quality.
Yeah, Weiss is phenomenal quality. Congratulations on that. Okay. Now, the next piece I have is just sort of something different. And I thought it would be fun to bring a jewelry casket. Now, this one is probably from the 50s or 60s. I don't think it's true Victorian, but we're going to start this at $25, and you are going to be getting a postcard with this as well.
I love this.
I love these caskets, and I think that they're gorgeous. This one has the glass with all the little prongs holding it in with such great detail. And you have this wonderful little lid. The velvet lining on the inside is in fantastic condition. This is very clean on the inside. And I think the filigree work.
Just a moment, if you could excuse me, I'll be back in just a moment.
No worries at all, Nate. I think the filigree work is fantastic on this. It is absolutely beautiful. Great place to store some of your most prized brooches. This is 5.5 inches by about 3 inches tall. And with this lovely little jewelry casket here, you will be getting a postcard and a mystery brooch inside. So with all of our jewelry boxes, we do add a little something fun. So you will be getting this beautiful postcard to go with it. It's going to kind of come as a pair. And then you'll be getting a mystery brooch inside. This one is from 1913. So it is a really fun postcard. And I love the florals and the wax seal on it. I think that goes very nicely with the casket. And then you have the glass lid that opens up. So I like to style these a bunch of different ways. But I think that this on your dressing table with some pearls draped out the side, you could put a little brooch inside would be perfect. It also kind of lends itself. I'm sorry, this is starting off at $25. I also think it lends itself, if I can get this postcard out here, to kind of do a fun moment with the glass. So you can leave it open, prop your postcard up inside, maybe have a brooch on the inside. It's just a great little display piece, I think, for your closet space or your boudoir or on your dressing table. It's beautiful. And this is a great one from the 50s or 60s. Again, not Victorian, but you can get kind of that Victorian look without the crazy price tag, because I know some of these go for such big money. It's really becoming increasingly difficult to get these at a reasonable price. And the glass is in fantastic condition. I love the glass on this. It's just clear as ever. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this. There's the filigree work up close. You guys can see that it has little feet. And then it has the postcard that will come with it and a mystery brooch. So you're getting all the three things for one money. So let's go ahead and start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in. This would also be great for crafting. You know, if you wanted to do something with the way the lid is, because it's clear, you could definitely, you can kind of see where I'm going with that. Put something in the lid, a decoupage, a fun little moment there.
Oh, that's a great grab. 25 on that is a great grab. See, that must have been somewhere between the 30s and 50s that would have been made. What do you think, Katie?
I think 50s or 60s on that one. I don't think it's as old, but it could be from the 30s. But I definitely think 50s for sure. That fits it. Nettie, congratulations.
75 years old.
That's amazing to it. Mm-hmm.
And someone told me something really disturbing the other day, and I can't remember who it was, but it stuck with me. Some butthole said to me the other day, "Oh, there's 49 Sundays until Christmas." And I thought, oh, when you put it like that, that's why the years feel like they're going at light speed for me. There are only 49 Sundays till Christmas. Wow.
Congratulations, Nettie. That is headed your way. Thank you so very much. Okay, we are going to grab our next piece here, which is just beautiful. And I really hope that this guy shows up on camera because he's so beautiful. This Angela is starting off at $26, and it is 1.5 inches in size. And it is for this absolutely gorgeous pink brooch, which I'm just going to hold up with these striations in the glass. Can you guys see how beautiful that little flower is? The
This
glass
is
is remarkable.
this is absolutely adorable. It is quite simple, but the design is so well executed, and I just love this pink color with this pearlescent white. It is so lovely and feminine. Did we get any UV test on this particular one?
This one does not glow,
Not. Okay.
but
There
look
is
how
this
pretty it is.
the striping in the white stones adds a lovely pearlescent sort of chatoyance, like the shine you almost get from a cat's eye.
Yeah, and it has multiple striations throughout each cabochon piece of glass, and then that pink in the middle is just gorgeous. And
That's
of
lovely.
course, you've got the square rivet in the back. And I just think it adds a little bit of fun to your lapel for spring. It definitely has a lot going for it. And I think that the cabochon stones are what really drew me to this. It's just gorgeous. Look at this with the florals.
The pink almost bleeds in a way to the eye into the white, which makes it look almost like they're opals. It almost looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
a pink sapphire and opal brooch. It's a beautiful design.
It is. And it's just that happy little bit of something, that you need on your bag, your lapel. I have on my messenger bag, I actually have some pens, and one of them is a little tiny enamel olive. Do not ask me why I have an olive. I just think it's so cute and adorable and whimsical. It's that whimsical thing that just makes me smile whenever I see it. And of course, the randomness of walking through the store and someone going, why the heck do you have an olive on you? I just love it. And this is not necessarily an olive, it's intrinsically more beautiful. But I think that it is just something that brings that little spark of joy to yourself during the day, which you kind of need. So I love this. And joy to others is always fun when you can wear something that brings light to other people. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on this guy. Beautiful, probably 1960s brooch. I would say it's got that kind of flower power effect.
But
Yes,
still
simple and
has that
elegant.
layover from the 1950s with really sort of
Yeah.
quality elements.
Look how pretty that is. The
Yeah,
striations I'm trying to get to show up, and you can kind of see how nice it is there. Okay.
Raven still has her tree up. The cardinals are the birds, aren't they? Snowflakes
Yes.
and icicles. Love it.
Love it. Yeah, I am not. I've put all the Christmas away except for my door decorations, which I need to take down, but we have put most everything away, and I'm kind of ready for that. I'm ready for things to get back, but I'm glad for people that still have the trees. That's bringing them joy. Okay, let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Okay. I don't think we have any takers on that, which is okay. We'll bring it back at the end.
All right, we can bring that back, no problem. Okay, let's see here. Let's do these. Okay, now I know that we don't normally bring a lot of clip earrings, But I love these because they are yellow and they are fabulous. And I think that these are one of the better jewelry manufacturers made these. So let me see if they'll accommodate Bob. Bob's a little bit more round on the top, and sometimes, okay, he's working very well. That's excellent. These remind me of magical little bows or ribbons, and I don't know what it is about them, but I had to have them. I thought they were beautiful. These are starting off at $28 just because yellow is so unusual, and the shape of these are magnificent.
Oh, Katie, I'm sorry. I think you have a missing Aurora Borealis stone on one of the earrings. The very top
Oh,
of
I
one of
do.
the earrings has
Oh
a
my
missing
gosh, I didn't notice that. I do have a B stone, so I will gladly replace that, no problem. So just know whoever gets these, they will be like brand new. I know they're not brand new and that here they are missing a stone, but I have the replacement for it. So have no fear. I can easily pop that back in should you choose to get these. I'm so, so sorry. Oh, I see it in the bag. It's right here.
Ah,
So it came off.
good.
So I can just pop that back in. No wonder I didn't notice it because it was there all along. Anyway, these are beautiful and they've got, I don't know what kind of cut you'd call this, like trapezoid.
Yeah, I think that's a Chrysler cut. I think that's
Chrysler
called
cut. Yeah.
Chrysler. Um, really, really interesting cut.
Really beautiful. And the yellow, I mean, I think it's showing up as beautiful as I'm seeing it in person
Very
here.
bright.
Very, very bright, gorgeous yellow. Yellow and red were harder to make in glass. So I always look out for yellow. I think that what makes these really nice is they've got a super long, you see, earring back, the clip part. So these work not only as earrings, but they're perfect because they've got a little bit more length to them to do anything that you want to do as far as paper clipping or crafting with them. They kind of work really well for that. So you can see how that makes a really adorable little paper clip for all of your vintage ephemera, and you can put it just on a string. You can run a string through the back and then use these as little clips for all of your things. So this is just an unusual set. Wanted to bring them. Don't know.
Actually, I think it's a tapered baguette. I think that's
Tapered
what it is.
baguette.
It's
Okay.
called a tapered baguette. The Chrysler is a little bit different. And
These
it's not
are
even a Chrysler, it's a Cadillac cut.
Cadillac.
I've mixed Chrysler and Cadillac, sorry. I thought
That's
it was
okay.
a
They're
Cadillac
both
cut,
C's.
but it's actually a tapered baguette.
This also works really well if you have just a straight band. I've shown you guys this trick before, but I want to show it every time because I think it's fabulous. You can make your own little cocktail ring very easily out of these clip-on earrings by just having a simple band. And this really adds a whole nother little fun element. So we'll go ahead and start the countdown on these guys. Do note that I will replace that rhinestone that's missing. It is right here, so I'll just pop that back in with some jewelry adhesive. And we will start the countdown on these guys. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end. Patricia says you have a long way to go to packing up Christmas. Oof, I feel that stress. All right. I don't see any interest in that, which is okay. We can absolutely bring those back at the end. Or if you're watching on the replay and they are still available, do shoot us an email. Okay.
Hey, Gaza.
Hey, Gavin.
He's
Okay.
got home.
We have a fabulous little red set for you next. And this is Coro. Coro piece here, and it is starting off at $28. So you're going to get the Coro brooch, which measures 1¼ inches in size, and then you'll be getting the screw back earrings that come with it that measure dangle, I should say, drop about 1½ inches. So I'll show you the brooch with the earrings. And this is a fabulous little Coro set, which we love Coro around here. So let me see if I can.
Great quality. I think this sort of
earrings.
reminds me a little bit of like a medieval gem. There's something that's very War of the Roses about the shape of that brooch, if you know what I mean. It's sort of a little bit medieval in style. And as you said before, red rhinestones and yellow rhinestones, very difficult. And these, again, really, really interesting design.
Really beautiful. I love that the bottom teardrops are this light gray color, which they're like a very smoky gray, really unusual. And then you've got the rope braid detail, and then those beautiful little teardrops as well. And then this brooch is just stunning. That color of red is fabulous, and you've got the Coro mark on the back as well. So this is a fun little piece that's great all year round. It was kind of floral like, so I thought it would be fun to bring now for spring and also for Valentine's Day. Great color for that. Okay, let's get this on a postcard, and I will start the countdown on it. Let's do this postcard here. Where'd you go? Right here. Okay. So we'll get it on there, and then you've got the 2 earrings that go along with it, which are fabulous. And these are screw back earrings. So you can kind of get creative with how you want to wear those or style them. So here we go at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Okay, again, I think that's a pass on that one, which is cool.
We'll wait for Angela to put.
There it is. There's the pass. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks everyone for sticking with us. We know how late it is, and we really appreciate you spending your time with us.
We do. We appreciate that. Okay. Let me bring this piece next. This is starting off at $18, and it is for this stunning Monet beautiful bracelet. It measures 7 inches in size. And I love this because it is Monet, it is silver toned, and it is fabulously brutalist, which is a great accent to any outfit. Can totally be worn with jeans, like you can make it casual. And let's see, what am I doing here? Okay, there. Got it together. So you can see this really fantastic little bracelet here in the silver tone. The silver is in amazing condition, and I love those mid-century links on this. I think with the navy, it is just such a quality combination together.
Yeah,
you can mix and match this with so much, and it fits really nicely on the wrist. It's not overly big. For me, 7's a good size. And then it has the Monet marking on it. So I love this. The silver, like I said, is just, I mean, someone took really, really good care of this. It is totally amazing in quality. And there's the back of it. And it does have its Monet marking. So Monet made really, quality costume jewelry.
Yeah.
They weren't Royce or Eisenberg or anything, but they were your everyday solid quality piece. And I think that makes for a really, really good piece of costume jewelry. So we'll go ahead and
Yeah.
start the countdown on this Brutalist bracelet. Actually, let me get this on Bernadette so you can see it, and then we'll. And you know what's amazing is the way that they've done the links. It looks so premium. Like it took me a minute to find where I actually would take this
Open it,
off.
yeah. Nice touch. It is a really
Yeah.
nice touch.
I really like when bracelets have that extra detail. So we'll get this on Bernadette. I'll hold it up. We'll start the countdown on this guy. Okay, just fabulous. See it against the black. Let me also turn this light off. I'm realizing there's a bit of a shimmer, which we do really like on these pieces, but that will show up a little bit better, that texture maybe. All right, here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
I do like that Brutalist design. Very chic.
Yeah, I love it too. I think it's fabulous. Okay, I don't think I see anybody for that one, so that's okay. We can definitely bring that back at the end. And my last piece of the evening is this beautiful Stagecoach brooch. It's starting off at just $12. And actually, this is a Disney piece. So this was designed, it's not vintage, but it is a Disney piece. So if you love Disney things, you love Cinderella, this is your Cinderella moment. But I think it's a fun little brooch, and I wanted to bring it for any of our Disney fans out in the chat, people that love stylized things. It's got a lot of sparkle on it. I don't know if it's got Swarovski crystal or not, but I love the clear pumpkin. I think is really pretty. If you know or have a grandchild that's into Disney, this would be kind of perfect for that, for their little princess outfits. Or anything that they're doing. I think it's got a lot of fun design to it. It is marked Disney right on the bottom there, and it is such a
I
cute.
can really see some little girl or boy just loving that.
Yeah, I mean it's so fun.
Super
It just
cute.
adds that little extra bit of whimsy, and you can see what it looks like on a hat too. I love it. Your personal coach for around town and work. Yeah, this is a fun one. And it has, I showed the Disney mark. Okay.
Hi, Pam, Avery.
Hi, Pam.
I think actually Nettie is the first at 12. Oh, look, Pam's put 14 in. Nice to see you, Pam, as always.
Nice to see you as well. Okay, let's get this on a postcard, and we will start the countdown on this little guy. I think it's so fun. And of course, if you're into Disney just yourself, absolutely awesome for that as well. I am a full Disney adult and I am okay with it. I love it. Disney is so fun. Let's start the countdown here at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid. And it would be a good charm for a Disney book. Totally. It would be beautiful on a little velvet or silk, like bookmark or tassel. It's a fun one. Great little piece. And I am so sorry. Thank you for everybody's bids on this.
A lot of interest in that.
And that is going to Pam. Avery, you're grabbing that.
Nice.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see. Oop. Where did that go? Yes. Okay. Okay, we've just got a few more things left, and we will be wrapping up this sale. Let's see here. Okay, this next lot is indeed that. It's a little set of fabulous clear brooches that we don't think are that old, but they are beautiful. This is starting off at $24 for this stunning pair of leaf brooches.
Yeah, I thought these were really nice. They're silver toned, clear rhinestone. I thought they looked really, really pretty together, even though I didn't actually get these together. I think they make a lovely pair of brooches, and that sort of just makes them like $12 each, which I think is a good price for a nice brooch like this.
I think it's stunning. Now, this one probably is a little bit older. There's the back. You can see the rivet on it. But the material on this one, on the back, makes me think probably 80s or 90s.
80s or 90s. It's actually, sorry, Ange, it's 24 for the lot, which makes them $12 each. I'm sorry if I wasn't clear on that.
Yeah, you're getting the pair for 24. And they are silver toned and they are absolutely beautiful. Oh, shoot. I keep forgetting to plug in my computer. One moment, everyone. Thank you. The pause. My computer is slowly running out of steam. I normally have it plugged in, but it had a full battery when we started, so I didn't think that it needed to worry about the cord this time. Okay, I think just in time before we died. Okay. That's okay, Angela. No worries. We'll go ahead and start the countdown on these guys. And did I give measurements on these, Nate?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Let me measure. This one is 2¼ inches for this beautiful guy right here with the baguettes. And then this one is 2 inches in size with the texture. So we got that one at 2 inches. Okay, let's start the countdown on this one here. This little lot. So here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid end.
Okay. Don't think we have anything for that one either. I think we've just got one more, and then we can really quickly show you what hasn't sold. If you're interested.
All right. I did have one more item, Nate, that I didn't see that I have over here. But I'll bring that next week.
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. The next item that we have here tonight is Nate's last item, which are a set of 2 wonderful little brooches. These are starting off at $22. Now, this one I think is also probably from the 80s. So there's its back. It's got the faux pearls and the rhinestones.
I still thought this was really pretty. I am a sucker for the rhinestones and the pearls. And this one is big and it's flashy. The stones are not rhinestones, they are plastic, but it's a beautiful, flashy piece. And they're sold as a pair, so for 22, that sort of makes them $11 each.
So this is 2¼ inches in size, the big flashy one. The faux pearl one is about 1½ inches in size. So those are the pairings, and these would make a great little addition to a kid's backpack just for a little bit of fun, personality. Great for a hat, or if you're traveling out of the country and you don't want to bring your really, really good jewelry, but you want to look spiffy for something, this is a great thing. I love little costume brooches for that reason. You could totally loop a chain through this as well. So we'll go
See, I
ahead.
think the pearl one actually looks quite legitimate. I mean, I
Yes,
think
it does.
at not very much distance, it looks like a real pearl brooch.
Yeah, it really looks quite fancy, I think. Really, both of these do. Okay, let's go ahead and start the countdown on this at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bid in.
Yeah, I really do think that pearl one looks quite legit.
It really does.
Really does look like a legit pearl piece.
Which is great.
Just sold. Thank you so much, Rachel. I think they're a lovely couple. They're a lovely pair of brooches.
I think they are absolutely stunning together. All right. Rachel is getting that one. Excellent. Okay. Now, my last items, I'm just going to speed round through these very, very quickly. These are starting off at $5 and they are postcards. And so if you just want to type in the postcard that you want for $5, you'll have it. I'm going to just do these very quickly. We have this fabulous dancing couple. Where were you last night? This is from 1919. The really cool message on the back. The way they wrote that is so haphazard, and I'm here for that. Love the little dancing couple. There is some wear, on all of these, but these are been around the block and through the mail. So that is that one. I also have a Rose O'Neill QP postcard. These were reproductions from the 70s of her images and artwork. This guy has a little K for the QP name in him, and he's adorable. He's $5. Great for a little junk journal or for your displays, but he's just absolutely adorable. I also have this one as well. I'm looking for a lady friend. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Cute little QP in a top hat. He is from 1921 out of New York City. So he's fabulous. And then the last little postcard I have is inspired by all the floral ones that I show. I've actually showed this postcard itself, and I was pleased to get another one because I know you guys like it. It's the Cherry Blossom pink postcard from DC in linen, and it's also $5. So if anybody is interested in, and this one's not postmarked, so it's fresh. And any of these postcards, let me know. They are available. Okay, I think that concludes everything we have for you. I'll do a little quick recap. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. And then we will do our last giveaway. And we chatted a long time on the sale. Nate and I try really hard to move quickly, but sometimes we just have such a good time talking with you all that our sale gets a little derailed sometimes.
I think Nettie wants pink cherry blossoms.
Okay, Nettie, you're getting pink cherry blossoms. Absolutely can do that for you. I think that's a great postcard. It's so pretty, and it goes with a myriad of brooches. It's really, really nice. Okay, so the DC one is going to Nettie. Yes, a little bit, Raven. A little bit out of practice. That is for sure. Okay. Let's see. We'll do a quick recap for some things that are still available. Let's see. We have this beautiful smoky gray floral brooch that is starting at $20, and it's got this hexagon design and the most interesting little rhinestones on the backside as well.
Yeah,
So
they're your own selfish little rhinestones. I think that's a lovely little touch.
yeah, I love that. So that is available for $26 if anybody is interested. And let's see. I think that was one of the main things that is still available.
I think that the other two things of mine were so recent that I don't think we need to show them again.
That's it. Okay, I think that's everything, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. We do have one last giveaway, so don't go anywhere. I truly appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us. Nate, how will they play to win the last giveaway?
Okay, you obviously, people will know, you don't need to have purchased anything to enter the giveaway. Letters of the alphabet, as many times as you like, you can guess, but one guess at a time. I've suddenly turned into Yoda. I'm not sure why I'm structuring my sentences that way. Katie will now send you the letter. Hold on a moment.
Yep, I'm waiting for that.
Okay.
All right, Nate, let's see. That came through. Okay,
yes, I can see it. I will send it to you.
Okay, let me know who it is. Okay, I see it. Yep, we see the same person.
It was Y for yellow, and that goes to Patricia Wishon.
Patricia, congratulations. You won our last giveaway. All righty, awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Congrats, Patricia, Virginia, and Rosemary, for all your wins. Linda, you'll be getting that wonderful giveaway from Virginia. So thank you guys so much. We love being back. We love hanging out with you all. We know it is super late in the Eastern time zone right now. It is, golly, almost 1 a.m. my time. I'm a night owl, so this is not too difficult, but I do appreciate all of you guys hanging out, sticking around. We'll see you all next week. We'll be back to our regular schedule now that the holidays are over. Nate, thanks for doing this with me. It's always so much fun.
All the thanks to you. I'm the silent partner that doesn't do very much from a long way away. But this is so much fun. Thanks everyone for sticking with us and coming back after our hiatus. It's been lovely seeing you all.
It has been. And as always, folks, I hope you'll save that vinyl. Spin that vinyl, save that vintage, and pinch YouTube. Boy, I am out of practice. Bye-bye, everybody.
Toodaloo, kangaroos.